Hello world, Shelly here, and today I'm going to give you guys my updated morning skincare routine. I apologize for the darkness in the background, construction, I'm missing my background light. Anyway, let's talk skincare. First of all, I'm going to show you a boatload of products, and you do not need all of these. If I did not test and review products as a side gig, I wouldn't have this much stuff. So don't make the mistakes that I did when I was trying to figure out my own skincare routine. I was just watching people's videos, making a list of all the things, and then buying them all. And of course they didn't work for me on the entirety because all of our skin is different. So think of this as an opportunity to look at each category of things, compare it to what you currently use, make a decision as to whether something here might work better for you than what you're currently using, and if not, keep using what you're currently using, because if it works for you, it's awesome, regardless of if it works for me or not. So take it that way. All right, let's get into this. First thing I've got is a washcloth. I'm so excited, you guys. This thing's good. This is my brand new pack. I bought two of them, and the first one is in use and dirty. These are from Beauty Pie. This is the double-sided organic cleansing and exfoliating cloths. If you're not familiar with Beauty Pie, it's a subscription where you pay a monthly fee that earns you a certain spending limit per month, and you can purchase the skincare and makeup items on their website at wholesale prices up to what that retail spending limit would be. I know it sounds complicated. I have a Beauty Pie favorites video from a while back, but I'm still subscribing to Beauty Pie, not sponsored, out of my own pocket. They don't even know who I am. And I do pay for the highest tier of subscription amount because I love their stuff. Anyway, Beauty Pie is like chef's kiss. Almost everything I've tried has blown me away. And these cloths are one of them. So it's just a facial cloth, right? It reminds me of, I'm almost positive it's the Aria Hotel in Las Vegas that I'm thinking of. I stayed there once. I usually can't afford to stay there, but I stayed there once. I got a really good rate at an event I was attending, and these remind me of what I used there. So one side is soft, fluffy microfiber. The other side is cotton muslin, which it's not like scratchy or anything. It is the exfoliating side, but it's just like, if you sew, you know what muslin feels like. Are you a sewer? It's just kind of like a flat, less plush sort of material. And so you wash your face with the soft, fluffy side, and then you exfoliate and give it a little polish with the muslin side, and it's amazing, and I'm so excited, and I love them, and I'm gonna buy more. They come 3 to a pack. And I will link Beauty Pie down below. It's hard to link their actual products because you have to be a member to get into their whole website. But I will link the Beauty Pie website below. Love these cloths. Absolutely love them. I'm probably going to like stop using everything else I use and just buy like 3 dozen of these. I'm exaggerating, only a little bit though. Next up, so cleansers. I'm rotating through a bunch of them right now. You know my general philosophy on cleansers is that it's got to knock my socks off if I'm going to pay big money for a cleanser, because they're all kind of just the same to me. If they don't bother my skin, then they're fine. So here's my favorite. I'm almost out of it. This is the Purito Snail All-in-One BB Cleanser. And I bought a backup of this basically immediately because, why is my camera just focusing on my hand? I know my nails are pretty, but... So when I heard that the Purito was probably going vegan and that was why they were discontinuing the Snail CC cream or BB cream, I thought, I need another one of these because it's snail serum goo. Let's just call it snail goo. Snail goo is in here and I love it. So I bought a backup of this a while ago, and right now I'm right there. This one's my favorite cleanser of all time because my skin just reacts really well to snail goo, and it's really healing for my skin, and I really like it. It's very moisturizing, and I love pumps. Pumps are my friend. The other ones I'm using right now I've had this for a while and I kind of forgot about it. Now I dug it back out. It's Peter Thomas Roth 3% Glycolic Solutions Cleanser. Do you need to spend Peter Thomas Roth money? This camera's gonna drive me nuts. Ziva, save me. Save me, Ziva. Save me. Do you need to spend PTR kinds of money on cleanser? No. But I do enjoy having a glycolic or any kind of AHA acid kind of cleanser in my routine to just kind of zhuzh those flakes of that need to be exfoliated away a little bit more. So that's why I like having it in my routine. But you don't need to get a PTR version. There are other glycolic cleansers out there. So this one I just started rotating in. It's from Good Molecules, the Rose Water Daily Cleansing Gel. I like to have a cleansing gel. I like to have a regular cleanser. So in the evening time, I will typically do either an oil cleanse or a cleansing balm as my first cleanse, then a regular cleanser as my second one. In the morning, I only do one cleanse, and I like it to be a regular gel type of a cleanser. So that is where this one's coming in. It does smell slightly of rose scent. It is actual rose water and not some fake fragrance added in there. And it does not bother my eyes. That is a requirement for all of my cleansers. I need to be able to remove makeup with it. Not that I'm doing that in the morning, I do that in the evening, but if it stings my eyes, it's a no-go. So this one does not, none of these do, and that is good. Couple times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, let's say, I will rotate in an exfoliating cleanser. And the one I've been loving lately, this one's fairly new to my rotation, about 3.5 weeks in. From number 7, it's the Radiance Plus Daily Energizing Exfoliating Cleanser. Talked about it recently in a video, and it's super, super gentle. That's why I like it. It's got little scrubbies in it, but not a lot of them, and so I've never had it irritate my skin. I can even use it in consecutive days if I really want to, like if I'm trying to get rid of some peeling, but super gentle, smells like Tang. That is comforting to me. The other one I really enjoy, this is from Good Molecules, the Pineapple Exfoliating Powder. So you put some of this powder into your hand and then you add a little bit of water and you kind of mix it up, and it doesn't have scrubbies in it, but because it starts out as a powder, it's kind of got some granules that don't all the way liquefy until after you've massaged them in for a while. So by the time you've massaged your face with it, they're all kind of broken down into melted into the liquid that forms. Hard to explain, you guys. But I love this one as well. Works really well. It is gentle as all get out. You're not gonna anger your skin with it. And it exfoliates a little bit better than not having anything scrubby, which, there you go. Once I have finished cleansing, then I do my eyes. So 3 to 4 days a week now. It used to be more, but now I'm kind of in maintenance mode because I've been doing this for years. I use the Science Serum, Bright and Tight, or I used to use Tight Eye. The difference between the two, they're very similar. Both of them have tightening, firming properties around the eyes. Bright and Tight also has ingredients for decreasing dark circles. So I use Bright and Tight now since it came out. Tight Eye, just as good. If you don't have dark circles, then I would go for Tight Eye. This has been a long time favorite of mine. And this is a product that you apply and then you wait 5 to 10 minutes until it has completely solidified, and then you rinse it off before you continue on with the rest of your skincare. And if I slack on this for a couple weeks, the hoods of my lids will get droopy. I take it all the way on the contour of my eyes and under my eyes. I have quite a few videos on this stuff because I love it so much. If you want, I do have application demos and how to use it and all that good stuff. I will link them down below. But I do my Bright and Tight while I'm getting dressed. So I've done, my cleansing, I'm in my nightgown or whatever I'm wearing to bed. Then I do my Bright and Tight. Then I go get dressed. Then by the time I'm done getting dressed, I come back and it's ready to wash off. So then I wash off my Bright and Tight. And then I do moisturizer under my eyes. And I also use Science Serum. It's called Moisturize. Get it? It is a wonderful moisturizer for, especially if you have dry, like crepey, flaky under eyes. It will get rid of the dryness under your eyes and it lasts all day, which is amazing. The nights or the mornings that I'm not doing Science Serum, I'm probably doing an eye mask patch kind of a thing. And I'm rotating between a couple of those right now. So this is my last one. I'm almost out of them. I gotta get more. This one's from number 7 again, the Radiance Plus line, the Illuminating Hydrogel Eye Masks. One thing I like about this packaging is that inside here, when you take this out, you're not gonna get gel all over yourself because there's like a plastic container, like a clamshell that holds the gels in there. And when you open the clamshells, the two eyes are on opposite sides, so you're not trying to like pick them apart. They can be really awkward. The other one's kind of awkward that I'm going to talk about. But I really like the packaging. It makes it a lot easier to get them out and apply them. And so these are the same kind of thing. You apply them under your eyes as masks. They're kind of like sheet masks, but under your eyes. And then I go get dressed, and by the time I'm done getting dressed, I can come back, take them off. We're all good. If I'm not doing this one, I'm doing, from Good Molecules, the Caffeine Energizing Hydrogel Eye Patches. And, you know, this is like the common format for delivering these sorts of eye patches. So it comes with a little spoon, scooper kind of a thing. But this format is so awkward. Even though all the brands are doing it, you know, so they put them in here and they're like yin and yang in there, the eye patches, and you have to dig it out with a spoon. And the problem is I never only get one. Like I'll put them on and then like 5 minutes into it, one will be sliding down my face because I'm actually wearing two. And I try so hard and I think I'm only getting one, but it's just awkward. So I really do prefer, even though it's slightly more wasteful, the packaging of the individually wrapped ones. But these eye gels, if I had a late night or I had to get up early, ooh, these will wake you up. Not for any feeling, they just look like you're awake. Actually, I wish they felt like more, I wish they did something to energize my actual body and being, because I will look wide awake, but I will still want to like bite somebody's head off because I am not a morning person. But I keep all of these eye products, not the Science Serum, but the eye gel patch products in my skincare fridge. And it's amazing because they feel so good. It'll wake you up a little bit. Not really. I'm not a morning person. Did I say that already? All right. After I have finished my eye products, whatever I'm doing on my eyes, and then I got dressed, now I'm back in my bathroom in front of my mirror, and it's time for some toner. I've been using this one forever. I'm halfway through my second bottle. This is from Good Molecules. Can you tell I like Good Molecules? It's the Niacinamide Brightening Toner. This one is fantastic. It is pitched for really popular with people with oily skin because it does a lot for pore reduction, and it's really good for dry skin too. Doesn't dry me out, and I really notice if I skip it because of my pores. I do have niacinamide also in my nighttime routine. It works really well for me. So I like this one. The toner's good, and I like that it's in a light resistant packaging so that you can get through it before it goes bad. The other toner I am rotating right now, also talked about this one recently. I've been trying the whole entire number 7 Radiance Plus line. This is the Vitamin C Glow Toner. I like having a vitamin C in my rotation that I can use as a toner primarily so I can sneak it in my nighttime routine, because vitamin C is the primary active that I like to have in my morning routine. So this is the first step of my morning vitamin C. I have a vitamin C serum as well, but that's like the first step. Now, all throughout my skincare routine, my goal is to layer additional moisture. It's kind of like taking 7 skins and just sticking the layers in between all the other steps in my skincare. So here are a few of the things that I'm using for that purpose. I'm rotating a ton of things. You don't need all these things. You probably should only have one thing. Like, you don't need all these. But I'll show you what I'm rotating. So, Pixie, this is the Hydrating Milky Mist. As you see, I'm almost out of it. I have a ton of backups because I was out of it for a while, and then I couldn't find it. It was out of stock everywhere. Now I got lots of them. And thank you, because a couple of you sent me some as well. So I go through it like crazy, as you see, because I think this was in my last empties, and that was a separate bottle. This is the one I cracked open after that. But I love this stuff. It's reasonable. It's easy to find most of the time. Especially, I just usually grab it at Target. The Old Target. This one I've been rolling through. CosRx. This is the Propolis Synergy Toner. And this one, ingredient-wise, it has honey. That's why I wanted it. It is honey extract. And, you know, when I'm looking for these hydrating kinds of essences, toners to layer in, I really just kind of want a mix of different actives that I'm not really using. And when I say actives, I'm not looking necessarily for treatment, though one of these is a treatment essence. But I'm looking for, you know, minerals and things that aren't in my other products. So that's what drew me to this, and it's been a nice addition so far. I am also using and loving the Secret Key Starting Treatment Essence. Ooh, this one's good. And you only need 3 shakes. So you're not using a ton of it. It doesn't look like I've used a lot, but I've been using it every day. Super plumping to the skin. If you have dry, dehydrated skin, I am loving how this goes on as a base. And it just kind of sets you up for the rest of your routine. Your skin is just ready to take in whatever you give it. And I love that. My overall, like, if I only had to pick one, it would be this. It's the Centella Water Alcohol-Free Toner from CosRx. And you know me, and I'm crushing on the Centella Asiatica, the tiger grass. Rawr. And I have green nails too. Rawr. Loving, 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 loving this. This is my go-to of all of these. I want to buy another backup because when I get to halfway, I feel like, what if I run out? I'm not going to run out, but I need a backup. So the treatment one that I've just started using, this one's new to the routine, but I've heard so many good things about it, and I'm enjoying it so far, and the bottle is so pretty. It is from Misha. This is the 100 Days Fermented, the Red Algae Treatment Essence. This bottle, you guys, it's so pretty. And again, red algae, I just wanted another type of ingredient that wasn't anywhere else in my routine. And it's super hydrating, and it's supposed to be very good in terms of anti-aging properties, and you know I love that. So that is the sort of hydration, and those will happen in between all of these other steps. I will do one, then a step, and then do one, and then a step, and then do one, then a step. So they're kind of interspersed throughout. Next, I go in with my main active for the morning. It is right now the number 7 Radiance Plus. This is the 15% vitamin C serum. Previously, I was using Ziva is playing with the plastic sheeting that is protecting the rest of my equipment from drywall dust right now. Previously, I was using the Timeless Vitamin C, E, and ferulic acid. I love that serum as well. This one I am thoroughly enjoying. I'm going to continue using this bottle till I run out. I ran out of my Timeless, and so then I popped this one in its spot. The only thing that is notable about this that I think you should know before you invest in it is that it has a more tacky texture to it once it dries down. So you really don't want it to be your last step or you're leaving it tacky. By the time I put anything over it, like moisturizer, it's no longer tacky. But note that if you're not into the tacky feeling, that one does have a tacky finish to it. But to me, it's so close to my skin, and I have so many more layers coming after it that it's not a problem. Okay, at that point, now I need to put some snail goo under my eyes. I've been really loving, this is from Mizon. It is the Multifunction Formula Snail Repair Eye Cream. And I've been using this for a couple months, and you really don't go through it very fast. Like, you can see the dent in there. That's like 2 months worth of using this every single day and night. Because, like, literally, this is how much I use for each eye. Boop. Right there. That's how much I put under my eye. Well, what the heck. I might as well just put some under my eye now because I don't want to waste it. And now I might as well do the other eye because... because you can never have enough snail goop. So I'm loving this. I also keep this in my skincare fridge because it feels so good to put cold things under your eyes. On the snail bandwagon, then I go in with the Snail Bee High Content Essence. Who makes this? Benton. And I'm almost out of this one. I actually thought I was running out a lot sooner, and it feels like there's nothing in it, but there's still some coming out, so I'm still using it. This is just like a clear serum, and again, the snail goo and bee venom. This is my first time using a bee product. Very healing. I am going to repurchase this because it's just a nice healing, moisturizing step that my skin really enjoys. Okay, then we've got the double serum. My bottle's broken. Polly knocked it over. I finally invested in the giant size, and then Polly knocked it over and broke the top off. And the way I had to reassemble it, it's broken. It doesn't work properly. So ignore the fact that it's a mess and it doesn't look right, and the cap is gone. But this is in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and it's half off. So I'm going to be buying another one because I'm almost out of this one. This is one of those products that it's hard for me to describe why my skin loves it, but I went off of it for several months and I missed it so much. I could so tell the difference. And then when I finally bought another bottle of it, this is like the third bottle of my life. I've gone on and off of it several times now. When I finally picked it back up again with this bottle, it confirmed the fact that my skin loves this stuff. It's got turmeric, it's an anti-aging, it's a combination serum / oil kind of a product, so it's really good for dry skin. I love it. So I'm going to be getting more in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. And all the while, I'm interspersing those hydrating essences, sprays, on and on and on. Okay, now... we're almost there. So then I go in with my number 7. This is the line correcting booster serum. That's what it's called. This is how I make my smile lines go away. You might have noticed they came back because I didn't use this for like 6 months because I ran out and then I was waiting for a sale. And you know how when you want a sale on number 7, you can never find one, but then when you don't need a sale on number 7, they're everywhere. That was my life. I finally found one. I should actually start looking again because I'm halfway through this one. But this is how I make my smile lines go away, and it totally works every single time. It takes about 2 weeks of daily use. I try to use it morning and night, though sometimes I forget one or the other. I just put this on my smile lines and on my forehead lines, and I've started putting it on this side of my crow's feet because I sleep on this side of my face and these wrinkles are getting worse. But I'm never going to sleep on my back because I can't breathe when I sleep on my back. So, going to deal with the results. But I love this stuff. I've gone through tubes of it. Many, many tubes of it. It's a holy grail. Then, alright, we're almost there. We're almost at the end. Then I go in with my peptides. This is my YSL Pure Shots. There are lots of ways you can get peptides in your skincare routine. But I'm thoroughly enjoying this one. They have a few versions of... the square shots. What is this one? The Shape Serum. Y-Shape, I think it's called. It's one of the lifting ones. I find it to be wonderful in terms of lifting, firming, just giving your skin bounce is what it does for me. I don't need so much lifting and I don't notice so much happening because I don't think I have too much to lift yet, but the bouncy texture of your skin, I need that because I don't have enough of that. And this gives me that. So that's why I keep it in my routine. I think that's everything. Okay, so eyes. After I've done my treatment of my eyes, now I gotta lock all that in. And I go back and forth between these two. I either use the number 7 Radiance. This is the Roll and Glow Eye Cream. I keep it in my skincare fridge because it's got those metal balls on the end that get super cold and they feel super good. And then on alternate days, I'm using the Good Molecules Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. Also love this stuff. It was sold out last time I looked online. They said they were going to get it back in stock. These are both awesome. This one's got some caffeine in it. My under eyes love caffeine, and part of what I think caffeine does, it like restricts the blood vessels there so you don't get as much pooling of blood or fluid, you know, so you don't get as much purple under your eyes. And I love caffeine in my eye creams. These are both awesome. It's like my new duo. Do my bright and tight, put that stuff on, we are good to go. We are at the final phase where we moisturize and sunscreen. Now, this I added to my routine a few weeks ago. I'm about there on it right now. It is from Aveeno. This is the Calm and Restore Triple Oat Serum. It is okay for sensitive skin, and I find that if you're looking for something where your 7 skins aren't quite enough, or your hydration layers, you want just a little more locking in for daytime especially, this is a serum that's primarily a hydrating serum, but it's a little bit thicker than any of these, you know, moisture essences or sprays, but it's thinner than your moisturizer. So if your moisturizer's not doing quite enough to hold in your moisture, then I would add this to your routine as the last step before your moisturizer. So I kind of get extra hydration and a little bit of locking it in. Plus, I don't know why, but my skin loves oats. I have had amazing luck with Aveeno throughout my life. Like the very first daily sunscreen I ever wore years back was an Aveeno sunscreen. My skin loved it. It was one of the ones that was also to help lighten dark spots, and it was the first thing that was helping get rid of my sunspots. Loved it, still love it. It was only SPF 15, and I have graduated to using an SPF 30 or 50, depending what time of year it is. But this stuff, very, very, very lovely, works well under makeup, locks in moisture, and oats, again, I want more ingredients that my skin likes, and my skin likes oats. So I also like oats, like I eat them. They're good. I like oatmeal. I kind of want some. If I'm super dry, I go in with some squalane oil. This is from Good Molecules. I don't do this all the time. This is kind of an as-needed basis. More so in the winter. I'm probably approaching the time of year where I'm not going to need it as much. But I do try to do this the morning after I use my tretinoin the night before, just to give a little bit of extra. Squalane is like a primo ingredient to have in your skincare routine anyway. I should probably use it more than I do, but that's in there. And now we have moisturizer. You guys, you can get the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm in a tube. The only place I've ever seen it in a tube is Costco. They had a deal and I got a couple tubes of it. This stuff normally comes in a tub and I buy it by the tub load. It's so good. It's my favorite moisturizer of life. I can use it morning, I can use it night, I can use it under makeup, I can use it as my full nighttime moisturizer, I can use it in the dead of winter, I can use it through the summer, I feel like Dr. Seuss. Is that Dr. Seuss? What am I thinking of? Is it The Grinch? I'm so bad at all that stuff, you guys. It's so good. And it's in a tube. And that makes my day. I don't have to put my grubby paws into anything. Oh. Now we sunscreen. And since my Purito sunscreen is not an option anymore, right now I am rotating 2 different sunscreens. I am testing out the Garnier Replumping Serum Cream. This is the Hyaluronic Serum Cream. The only downside on this one is this one feels tacky is not the right word. That's too much. It's not sticky or tacky, but it feels almost like makeup primer. And that's good if you're going to put makeup on over it, which I do. But if you're trying to wear a bare face, I feel like it would feel just a little too tacky to wear a bare face. It needs something over it, and if you're not putting on foundation, then what else would you put over it? Or BB cream or whatever. So keep that in mind if you decide to try this one, but the fact that it does act like primer to me, I actually like wearing this one when I'm going to wear makeup. So there's that. And the other one, I love La Roche-Posay sunscreens. I prefer the European versions because I like their sunscreen actives better than the US actives because we are so far behind. But this is a US one, and the advertising got me. I got it at CVS. It is the Toleraine, which I'm probably saying wrong, Double Repair Face Moisturizer. It's an SPF 30, but it got me because it's got prebiotic thermal water, and you know I'm enjoying prebiotics in my skincare ingredients. That's like, you know, probiotics. Your prebiotics are going to feed the bacteria that live on your skin, like the good bacteria colonies you've got. So that caught me. And then it's also got 3 ceramides and niacinamide in it. And so I like ceramides in my moisturizers, so it just got me. It does not have a white cast. You're going to think it has a white cast when you very, very, very first apply it, but by the time you are done massaging it into your skin, white cast is totally gone. It dries down completely. It wears wonderfully under makeup. I have no issues with it at all. It's a little bit on the heavier side of the fence in terms of texture because it's a moisturizer as well, and I can't get enough moisturizer. You might even skip your moisturizer if you don't need tons of moisturizer because this one acts really well as a moisturizer. But here's the texture. See how it doesn't run? It's just a little bit thicker, but it's not super thick. And it blends out really, really easily and completely. So it completely goes into the skin. You don't have any white cast, no residue. It's not greasy. It's lightweight, even though it starts out a little bit thicker. I really like it. I very, very, very much like it, actually. I really like This is the first time I've said anything out loud about this, and so I'm kind of like processing my words as I'm talking to you guys, and that's what's happening. I'm like, no, yeah, I really, really do like this one. Yeah, so there you have it. There is my updated morning skincare routine with a year worth of pandemic fatigue behind it. If you want an update on my nighttime routine, let me know. There's not really much to update since my last version of that video because I'm still using Curology, which is my tretinoin, and I still alternate that with acid treatments, you know, a couple days here and there. So not much has changed in my nighttime routine. My morning routine has changed a bit. My nighttime, not so much. But let me know if you would like an update on that, and I will let you guys give you an update. All right, that's all I got. Thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over skincare with me. Come back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time for new videos. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.